83.3 kilograms.
Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hi.
Alright, what is going on guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. Now as you can see, I had yet another low weigh-in of 83.3 kilograms and we're getting closer and closer to show day. We're actually like 3.5 weeks out right now, and luckily the past lowering of calories and adding in of cardio has done its magic, and it's doing its magic currently. So I'm thinking that I have to get to around, or will get to around 82 kilograms, and that will probably be lean enough, man. As you can see in the video, I'm getting pretty lean right now, and I'm actually feeling it. So I think that's a sign that I'm getting closer to my desired shape for the contest. But anyway, it's around 9:30 AM right now, so you know what time it is. This mug does not fit my personality. So in general, my sleep has still been good, but I've been having nights where I like wake up a long while before I actually have to wake up. So around 2 hours before my alarm clock goes off, and I just jump like I'm awake. You know, all of a sudden. It's very weird, but luckily I can fall asleep afterwards and don't really have to worry about missing out on sleep or something. But that's just something that I've been noticing the past 2 or 3 weeks or something. Probably has to do with body fat, because I know that a lot of people who go to lower levels of body fat actually get poor sleep quality or less good sleep quality in general. So it's just something that I have to fight through, and I'm not really that restless or something. I feel well rested when I wake up, so it's not that bad yet, but just something that sparkled my mind. As long as I get in my total 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I'll be fine. You know, I can function properly, can train properly, and not feel tired all the time. Because if I get less than 7 hours of sleep, you don't want to be near me, anywhere near me. But now it is actually coffee time. Alright guys, so I'm outside right now taking a little walk. Since I'm self-employed, it's really nice to get out of the house and have different scenery, because if you're self-employed you have the tendency to sit in your house all day, and that's not a lot of fun. So especially for the cardio as well, it just helps to get my steps up for the day. And it's also pretty nice out here, just hearing the birds chirp. And not being too cold as well, so yeah, it's pretty nice. Alright guys, it is time for me to head to the gym. I have an overhead press focused upper body workout plan, and then right after that I have a personal training session, then do my 265 calories of cardio, and then it's time to go home. So, long day at the gym, it's time to kill it. Right, so normally, you know, I wait for a big post-workout meal, but just got done working out and I have to train a client in around an hour, so just wanted to get a quick little meal in between, because otherwise I'd be way too hungry, man, even with the cardio that I still have to do afterwards. So I have 250 grams of mixed frozen berries and 500 grams of quark mixed in, and I'm going to be adding 3 rice cakes. Just something quick, man. And here is the end product. Aesthetic. Actually just got done doing some posing practice and I'm not looking too shabby in this lighting right here, man. So the shreds are definitely coming out hard. Right around 83 kilograms right now, so just have a little more to go and just finalize the shape a little bit better. Right, so I actually posted a Q&A on my Instagram, so I'm going to be answering some questions that you left on my Instagram. What are your thoughts on taking creatine while cutting? Definitely just keep taking creatine. A lot of people might think that you will hold more water, because one of the effects of creatine is that you hold water, but what a lot of people fail to realize is that this water is held intracellular, so it's inside of the muscles. It's not underneath the skin, it's actually inside the muscles, so you don't need to worry about holding water and looking all watery and bloated, because the water that you hold is intracellular, so inside of the muscles, which is actually a benefit for you if you actually want to remain fullness while you're getting leaner, and it also helps to keep your strength up to par. Are the micronutrients from supplements, so multivitamins for example, worse than those from whole foods? Now it turns out that some vitamins and minerals from for example a multivitamin do not get absorbed 100% by the human body, so it would be your best option to see it as an actual supplement and get most of the micronutrients from whole foods. So eat your fruits and eat your veggies. Can a beginner gain muscle mass while cutting? Definitely, and that is due to your muscles being new to the stimulus that you're giving it. So your muscles have to adapt to, say for example, a 60 kilo bench press. Your muscles have to adapt to it, and they will grow at the start, but once that kind of newbie gain phase is over, you have to provide your muscles with a caloric surplus and sufficient protein. Well, protein has to be there in general, whether you're bulking or cutting, but in the beginning, being new to the stimuli of weight training, you can build muscle mass and lose fat at the same time. What is the most effective way to calculate your caloric maintenance? I always use the free dieting website. So it has a calculator on there that you can enter your data, so your stats, your weight, your age, your height and so forth. And as a result of that, if you use the Harris-Benedict formula, it'll calculate your caloric maintenance. And if you then want to build muscle mass, you obviously add around 200 or 300 calories above that. And for fat loss, vice versa, but then the other way around. Are you still on that Ligma diet? Are isolation exercises necessary in your opinion? I definitely think that they have their place, but the main focus of every single workout should be around compound movement, since you need to provide your muscles with a bigger stimulus to grow, also known as progressive overload. So by focusing on compound movements and allowing yourself to up the weight with a very small increment, you can actually get a lot more bang for your buck instead of doing more and more isolation work in order to get that same increased stimulus. What's your opinion on sniffing salt? Now, sniffing salt is something that a lot of powerlifters tend to use, and it's actually something to hype themselves up, right? So my opinion on that is, if you want to use it, be my guest, but keep in mind that it's also very stimulating or taxing on the central nervous system. So it would be the same as taking a lot of caffeine. It's not very good for you, so just use it in moderation if you want to use it anyway. Alright, so I think I just had the worst night's sleep of this entire prep so far, man. I just woke up, actually, never mind, I woke up at 6 AM and it's now 6:56, as you can see. I woke up so many times in the middle of the night, it's crazy, man. And it is because yesterday I had my overhead press workout. I didn't actually film that, but you saw the flat dumbbell press and a bit of the lat pull down that I did during the workout. But after that overhead press, or during the overhead press, I did something wrong, most likely, and there's a huge knot in my upper traps, and I literally just couldn't sleep, and I literally woke up in the middle of the night multiple times because it's just so tight, man. Luckily though, I'm seeing my boy Ruben, who's my physical therapist, and I hope he can help me out because I cannot afford to not train during the last few weeks of this prep. So I've been massaging it out myself just a tiny little bit, and it's helping, but let's just hope that my boy Ruben's magic hands will do the magic. But on a little bit of a brighter note, I actually had another low weigh-in today. As of the way that it's looking right now, I think I have to get to about 82 kilograms and then I'll be done, man. I'll probably be lean enough for the stage since the way it's looking right now, I'm very pleased. And it's crazy to think that I've already gone so far, man. This is definitely the leanest that I've ever been in my entire life, and I can definitely feel it mentally and physically, so we just gotta dig a little bit deeper to actually present something nice and shredded for the stage. But right now, first coffee of the day. Quick look in the morning. So yeah, I'm definitely leaning out nicely right now, man. That's hurt my thread. Alright guys, so I'm back home right now. Ruben definitely hooked me up with a sick massage, and I definitely feel a difference, can actually move again and relax, so that's all good. Ready for the workout that I have to hit today. As I said, I'm home right now. I've been working for a couple of hours and it's time to break the fast and have the first meal of the day. So what I have right here is my usual bowl of oats with 100 grams of oats, 40 grams of whey, 20 grams of cacao powder, 2 bananas, hot water and 10 grams of chocolate sprinkles with a little bit of Himalayan salt, the legendary Nutella sandwich with 30 grams of Nutella, a already empty coffee, and my vitamins and minerals. So I'm about to get ready to go to the gym, and one thing that I'm actually going to be doing over the coming weeks, especially since I'm going to be heading into peak week in like 2 weeks time, I'm going to look at how my body responds to carbs. As you can see here, I just ate some oats, some fruit and a little bit of rice cakes with a little bit of light peanut butter, and especially since I upped the amount of sodium, notice that I fill up very nicely. And that is something that I have to keep track of, since I again will know what kind of foods I can eat during peak week and during show day to fill up nicely without overspilling. So I'm taking a look and I can get an idea on how I can fill up for show day. So anyways, even on 6.5 hours sleep, I feel very tired. Drank a little bit extra coffee to get caffeinated because I needed it, especially for the workout that I'm going to be crushing right now. So I have a leg day planned, going to hit some deadlifts. See you guys in the gym. Alright, so normally you know that I always perform the stiff-legged deadlifts, well, at least during this prep, but since I was on such low sleep and my energy was pretty much non-existent, if I could say so, I decided to go for RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. Now, the reason that I chose for this is because I simply want to put my posterior chain, so my hamstrings, my glutes, a little bit of the lower back and upper back, under tension. I want to provide my muscles with stimulus in order to maintain my muscle mass, and you can do that in numerous amounts of ways, right? So I simply just thought about the explosive power that they had to generate with the stiff-legged deadlifts, and I just simply thought to myself, that's not gonna happen today. So I just chose to have an exercise in my routine that generates or provides stimulus on my muscles without having to work too hard for it, because at the end of the day, as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm a lot more injury sensitive at the moment. So if I tweak something, if I do something wrong in my form, and primarily being on low sleep, that tends to happen a lot faster. So I chose to do RDLs, just focused on a slow eccentric, putting the stress on the muscle and then performing it for the amount of reps that I want. So I started with 140 kg, I did that for a set of 5 and then did 3 more sets with 120 kg as you saw, and did around sets of 8 or something. So a little bit different programming, but I got the job done. So moved on to some leg presses. Now, one thing that I'm really glad to see is my legs finally leaning out. It's the first time ever in my life actually that I'm seeing veins in my legs, and especially around the quad area while I'm leg pressing or doing lunges. So that is all moving very well. As you can see, the quads were pumped.
And that's it for the commentary, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright guys, so I just came back from the gym, did a pretty intense lower body session and did my 265 calories of cardio afterwards, feeling very drained. I was actually just listening to a podcast and watching the time fly by, so did what I had to do, and now it's time to fuel up and have the post-workout meal. So I made a huge concoction of some rucola salad, some mixed salad, around 180 grams of green beans, 350 grams of white cooked potatoes, and 128 grams of chicken. And again guys, just filling my meals up with vegetables or salad or whatever you want, as long as it's low calorie, just helps fight the hunger feeling, fills up the meal, adds a lot of volume, and it just fills me up. And I highly recommend you to just fill up your meals with vegetables, with salad or whatever, if you struggle with hunger. Guys, it is time. Now, but all jokes aside guys, I ordered myself a pizza for this glorious refeed day. It's a refeed day today, and since I have a lot of carbs to play with, I decided to just order myself a pizza. Something that I really like to eat, and of course you can fit anything into your macros. It's not that a pizza specifically is bad or wrong or will have a negative impact on your physique or whatever. It's all about the energy balance. And I'll actually show you guys in a minute how I track this meal, since, you know, obviously I ordered the pizza, so I don't know exactly how it's made and what's put on it and so forth, but I have a general idea, and at the end of the day, that's the most important. So before I go in depth, let me enjoy this pizza. Oh boy, where do I begin? First off, obviously, I'm going to be adding a little bit of Himalayan salt and of course sriracha. Alright guys, so I just went for a little walk in between, and I've kind of just wanted to go over why and how it is possible to eat all of these tastier foods, or unhealthy foods if you will, and still get to your body composition goals. Like, I'm trying to lose fat, I'm trying to get shredded for this competition, and if you've been following the Devoted series for a longer time, and ever since the beginning, you can see me eating these things pretty much on a week-to-week basis. Like, when I have a refeed day, I eat tasty foods, and these things do not put me further away from my goal. When goal is to lose fat, you need to understand that it's all about energy balance, right? So whether it is pizza, ice cream, pancakes, hamburgers, you name it, anything that is most likely classified as unhealthy, that does not mean that it's better or worse for your fat loss. Let's just put it as a very simple example, right? If you only eat a pizza, which is around, let me see, 1100 or 1200 calories, you can still lose fat if that's the only thing that you eat, because you will still be in a caloric deficit. So it's not that these specific foods make you unable to lose fat or make you gain fat, it's the energy balance, right? If you need around 2500 calories to lose fat, or 2000, as long as you hit that caloric target, you will lose fat, regardless of the specific foods that you're eating or the macro composition. It's all about the energy balance. So if you're in a caloric deficit and you can manage to fit in certain foods that you really like, so for example ice cream, pizza, hamburgers, you name it, any kind of food that you can think of, you will still see the same results. It's just such a waste that a lot of people still think that you're not able to enjoy foods and still get the results that you want. When you understand the basics of nutrition, so macros, calories, calorie surplus, calorie deficit, it makes life so much easier, man. Just eat basically whatever you want, but for your health, it's more responsible and smart to eat around 70 to 80% of clean, whole, unprocessed foods, but it does not directly correlate with your body composition, because you can have someone who eats like broccoli, rice and chicken the entire day, every single day, and someone who eats pizza all day. But the person eating pizza can look better, while the person who eats healthy all the time can look like crap. So it's all about energy balance. And by the way, check out this scenery, man. I'm telling you, I really love to just go on walks and enjoy the scenery that is out right now, man. It just really helps to get my mind clear and relaxed, man, because that's another very important aspect to getting the results you want. Especially when you're getting leaner, you need to take the time to relax. Like honestly, going on walks, meditating, or listening to music, playing video games, whatever it is, you gotta relax. Alright guys, and that is all for this video. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, because it really helps out the channel grow. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.